Samuel, working as assistant professor in the Department of Biomedical Engineering. Now we are gathered here to discuss about the case study of smart wearable sensors and its applications. Let's start the discussion now.
So I'm going to be talking about the wearable sensors in biomedical field. So basically, wearable sensors are playing a very important role in the biomedical field. So I'm going to be talking about the fall detection system. So we'll be having elderly people at home, and basically they are either 60 years older or they must be affected with some kind of disease. So we don't know when they're going to fall. So when we integrate the fall detection system in them, it will be easy for us to notify when they've fallen down. Because when the elderly people have fallen down, and if we are not taking care of them like immediately within few hours, they might tend to get into coma, or they can even die. So when we integrate this fall detection system, it will basically have two components, that is accelerometer and gyroscope. Accelerometer basically sends their motion, so we'll be having a threshold, and if that threshold point has attained in an unexpected way, it will be notified that they are falling down. And the other one is gyroscope. The gyroscope will notify at which direction they are falling down. So it will be very useful, and we'll be integrating the SpO2 sensor as well, so that we'll be monitoring their oxygen, and we'll integrate the heart rate sensor also, so that we'll know their heart rate. So when we integrate all these together as a fall detection system, when they are fallen down, we'll be notified, or we will get alerted that they have fallen down, so that it will be very easy for us to go help them and save their lives. So this is one of the important applications of wearable sensors.
So I'm going to talking about the diabetic monitoring system. So in the past few days, diabetic patients have struggled with the finger pricks, which is the most painful process. So to overcome this, smart diabetic monitoring sensors patches were introduced. So it has nano sensors in it, which will actually continuously monitor the glucose levels through the skin fluids. So it will make the patient easy and more comfort in diabetic monitoring. The outcome of this patches is they can monitor the diabetic levels without painful and struggling.
So now I'm going to speak about the stress monitoring system, which can be used in an employee or a college student. So the stress can be very helpful for a student to relieve himself. Because there's been like a stress in semester exams, or an employee in the end of the month when they are working at the place. So for this stress reduction, we can develop a stress monitoring system using a wearable device. So by this, they can overcome the stress, and they can reduce the heart pressure and blood levels, and it can be monitored using heart rate sensors and GSR sensors. So how GSR sensor works means, it enrolls the electrical conductance to the skin, and directly it involves the skin, which can be rectified by the sweat of the student or an employee, so that the GSR sensor can work. By this, it can help the student or an employee to overcome the stress or burnout, immediate pressure and blood pressure. So it plays a vital role in the biomedical.
So my application, which I'm going to speak about, is heart monitoring, continuous heart rate monitoring. Nowadays we know that if there are any patients, like cardiac patients, or people who have heart problems, they cannot go for regular analysis in the hospital. So we have specially designed a few heart monitoring wearables, which are ECG sensors and the heart rate sensors. So they will correctly find the defect, that is, when you have the rhythm of the heart, when it changes, they can easily find it out, and we can easily detect it, and also the doctors can easily get notified, so that we can provide them help.
So I'm going to discuss about the sleep monitoring system. So nowadays we go for IT field, or engage with laptops or mobile phones, we disturb our sleep timing. So in older days, they sleep to 7 to 8 hours, means perfectly they can sleep. But nowadays, we sleeping with sleep monitor. So this thing we have some health issues and mental issues also. So we using for this, to avoiding this, we can use the sleep monitoring band. In this we have using the two sensors, the accelerometer and the heart rate sensor. So accelerometer is used, it can detect the sleep, which is light sleep or deep sleep, and how it can monitor. And the heart rate, it will
now we have discussed about the various medical parameters which are very important, necessary to be monitored for our increasing our lifestyle, because lot of sudden risks are happening day by day. Thank you, students. We have discussed a lot of parameters, and we will discuss more awareness sessions to the society to save the lives of the people. Thank you.